Okay? Do not dissect the abdominal cavity. We're gonna do it next week for the abdominal cavity. So all the system that we're gonna see today is on the thoracic cavity. I just want to give you the comparison between human and pigs. Okay, for blood vessel, yeah, there are several differences between human and pig. Let's say we're going to put the human first. Okay, humans over here. Okay. If you look at the arteries, especially the one that coming from the aorta, okay, if you look at your lab books, it's going to be page okay, going to be page 84. So look at page 84. You're going to compare your dissection with this picture. Okay, look, try to find these arteries. Okay, so remember again, there is aorta that coming out from the left ventricles. This is the one that carry blood to the whole body. Now, in humans, okay, for the arch of the aorta over here, okay, on the right side, it's branched into brachiocephalic. What? Brachiocephalic artery. Okay. And then on the left side, there are two branchings. Okay. The one that go to the brain on the left side is called the left common carotid artery. Okay. And then the one that go to the wings or our arms, because it's the left side, it's going to be left subclavian arteries. Okay. Now, over here, brachiocephalic artery will also branch into two arteries. The one that going up to the brain is going to be right common carotid artery. And then the one go to our wings or our arms is going to be right subclavian artery. This is in human. Okay, this is in human. Now, if you dissect the pig today, you should be able to see different. Let's say this is pig heart, then it's going to be aorta. Okay. On the arc of aorta over here, look at the human over here. It's branching into three, right? There are three arteries coming from the arc of the aorta. But in the pig, it's only two. Only two branching. Okay. On the right side, it's going to be the same, branch into this brachiocephalic. The name is going to be the same. Okay, so brachiocephalic. Okay, on the left side is only branch into the wings, subclavian. Okay, this one's going to be left subclavian artery. Okay, now what is the common carotid artery? Both of them is coming from this brachiocephalic. Over here in human only branch two. Here it will be branching into three arteries on the pig. Okay, so it's going to be like this, going there and going here. Okay, so this one's going to be left common carotid artery. This one's going to be right common carotid artery. And this one going to be right subclavian artery. Look for that one. Okay, when you dissect the pig, look for this structure over here. Okay. Now another difference, okay, the one that is coming from the vein that coming from your brain is called the jugular veins. There are two, internal and external. In human, the internal is actually the one that's here, okay, on the front neck, and the external is going to be on the back neck. In human, the internal jugular vein is really big, bigger than the external. But in the pigs, they are the same size. So the internal and external jugular vein in the pigs, they are the same size. But in human, the internal jugular is bigger, a lot bigger than the external jugular. That's the difference between human and the pig in this blood vessel. Okay, do you have question for this one? And again, you're gonna look for this. Okay, look for this one and also try to find also the internal jugular and external jugular veins in the pigs when you dissect the pig today. Okay, do you have question for this one? The second one is respiratory system. Okay, today you're going to look at the organ, and we already learned the organs for the respiratory system, starting from the nose, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchus, bronchioles, alveoli, and finally the lungs. That's all the organs for this respiratory system. Now, we're going to compare the pig and human. Of course, we don't have human to dissect today. You only dissect the pig. You're going to look the respiratory organ for the pig. Okay, let's say if we compare between, let's say we have pig over here, you're going to dissect it. And it bigger place. Okay. Look for the larynx over here, which is the voice box. And then look for this windpipe, which is trachea. Okay. And look for this branching of the trachea is called the bronchus. Okay, and then look for the lungs. Basically, you cannot see the bronchioles because it's going to be inside the lungs. You can cut the lungs if you want it. You can play with it. So the lungs. Okay, gonna be maybe look like this. Okay, now you still remember how many lobes in human lungs? How many lobes on the right side? How many lobes in the left side? Do you still remember, Joe? How many on the right? Too much, too many. Daniel, 3 on the right. There are 3 on the right. How about on the left, Ethan? 2. So total, how many lobes in human lungs? How many lobes? 5. 3 on the right, 2 on the left. Are you with me? On the pig, they run faster. They are very, they can run faster. They have actually more lobes compared to the human. Try to look at this lobe of the lung. In pigs, on the right side, they have 4 lobes. 4 lobes on the right side. On the left side, it has 3 lobes. Okay? So look for that, 7 lobes. When you dissect the pig, look for the 7 lobes of the lung. 4 on the right, 3 on the left. Now, if it is human, let's say this is human. Okay, you're gonna have only you're gonna have 3 on the right, okay, and you're gonna have 2 on the left. 3 lobes, 2 lobes. This is humans. This is pig. Okay, and this is the trachea, bronchus, and then the lungs. Now the names of the lobes, if it is human, the top one, because we are standing up like this, so the top lobes are going to be called the superior. Remember the directional term. On the top is called the superior. So you're going to have superior lobes. This is going to be the same, superior lobes. Okay, and then the one is in the bottom is going to be inferior lobe. So it's going to be inferior lobes. This is going to be inferior lobes. Okay, so on the right, only 2, you have superior and inferior. Now on the left, you have 3. The one is in the middle is going to be called the middle or medial. So middle lobes. Okay, they are divided by line. It's called the fissura. Okay. The one that look like horizontal, that's going to be called the horizontal fissura, which is left and the right, it will have horizontal fissura. And then on the bottom part over here, you have diagonal. Remember, diagonal in scientific term is called oblique. It's going to be oblique fissura. Oblique. Okay, that's in human. Now in the pig, you have 4 on the right, 4 on the right and 3 on the left. Now what is the name going to be? What do you call the top one over here? Anybody can guess? Mason? Good. What's going to be on the top? What do you call the lobe on the top over here? No, just guessing. It's I haven't tell you yet. Guess. Compared to the human, the top one is called the superior lobe, right? The bottom one is called the inferior lobe. You get this one. Now, what do you think is going to be in pig? The top one's going to be? Sini, can you guess? Carson, can you guess? Now, do pig walk like us like this? Or do pig walk like that? How pig walk? Like that, okay? It means that this is not really superior, inferior for the pig. Okay? This the top one over here is actually on the head side. You guys one? That's this one. The name is different. It's not superior because it's not on the top when the pig walk. It's called the cranial. Okay, so this one's going to be cranial lobes. Can you follow that? So for the animal that walk on 4 legs, that's going to be cranial side. But for us, superior. Can you see the difference, right, between animal and human? Okay? So this is cranial lobe. This is going to be also another cranial lobes. Okay. Now, what do you call the bottom one? In human, it's called the inferior. What do you call gonna be on the pig? Here, tail. What tail in scientific term? Cauda. Cauda means tail. Right? So it's gonna be caudal. This one's gonna be caudal lobes. This is caudal lobe. Okay? The middle is gonna be the same because it's in the middle. It's gonna be middle lobes. And this one's gonna be middle lobe. Okay? On the right side, it has extra one lobes. Very, very small at the bottom. When you dissect the pigs, make sure try to find that very small lobe. It's called the accessory. Accessory lobes. Look for that one. Okay? Look for the accessory lobe. Very, very small. Okay? Even, to be honest, the location is most likely go to the left side. But scientists just still put them on the right area. But if you're looking for it, sometimes you have to look on a little bit to the left side also, looking for this accessory, very small lobes. All right. That's between human and the pig. Another difference, after you look at this trachea, you can cut it, and look it from the top. How that rings of the cartilage in the trachea look like. You should be able to see that if you cut this and see from the top, you should be able to see that the trachea, the rings, the cartilage rings of trachea on the pigs is going to be complete. It look like O letter. Look like O. So complete. In human, it's not complete. If you cut this one, that's going to be look like this. Incomplete. Look like a C letter. This is incomplete. Ring. This is complete ring. So make sure, look for that one. Okay. Try to prove it. Oh yeah, this is really O letter. You cut that one. Okay. Do you have question? If not, we're gonna start with dissection. And for the pig respiratory system, you're gonna compare your dissection in the page 92, 93. Okay. And your lab report is actually really short actually. So really short. Only page 94, that for the respiratory system. But again, you have 2 lab reports due next week. The blood vessel, lab number 4, and this lab, the respiratory system. Sure. Okay, if you don't have question, then gonna take the page. Oh yeah, for the lab exam, the final lab exam, I'm gonna put the pigs on the table and then just put the needle on the organ. So make sure you learn all the organs of the pig, okay, when we dissect them.
After I got my soil training that morning after that.